I really enjoyed Veronica as a doll. This is the 7th episode of Veronica's Closet, and it's directed by Alan Rafkin, and the main focus is on a doll that is being prototyped in the image of Veronica. And I have to say, the scene where the doll is revealed is one of the most brilliant things ever. Veronica's reaction is just fabulous. I don't want to spoil too much by telling you exactly what the doll looks like, but it starts off by showing a Barbie doll as an example of a bad role model, and out of the case comes the Veronica doll. And she's an example of a positive role model, and Olive is loving it. She really clearly thinks that this is a really brilliant role model doll, and Veronica is not pleased. And I think this is a brilliant commentary on the fact that even people who are seen as role models, let's face it, at this time, I'd say Kirstie Alley had an exemplary figure. I mean, I think she's always looked gorgeous. It's no secret that I've loved Kirstie Alley since I was about 5 years old. But I'd say at this point, she is the epitome of a healthy role model, a healthy figure, a healthy size. But the doll is maybe a little bit more extreme. But the fact that Veronica looks at this doll that's being pitched as a healthy role model, and the way she reacts to it, shows that even people who are seen as healthy role models still deep down want to look like a Barbie doll with unreal proportions. Now I'm generalizing. There will be plenty of people who are physically healthy role models who do not have any interest in looking like a Barbie doll. But I think it's an interesting point that even when we look at healthy role models and think, yeah, you've got a much healthier figure, a much more realistic, attainable figure, it doesn't mean that they don't want like ridiculous tiny Barbie waist. And I think that that's something that's always worth discussing and always worth reminding ourselves about, that even people who have what we think of as being healthy, they may want the extreme. And that's what we get with Veronica, of course. I just thought the way it was handled was very effective. The way Josh treated the doll at the very end, I thought was brilliant. I won't say any more than that, but it made me laugh. And I just think that it provides a lot of food for thought, but in a way that's very entertaining and very fun. We also have a subplot here. Veronica's father, Pat, has got a new girlfriend, Louisa, played by Lupe Ontiveros, and, well, they get a little bit physical in front of Veronica, which is obviously a little bit awkward, and Veronica feels a little bit put out. She tries to arrange a trip to a restaurant with just her and her father, and Louisa ends up being there. Not necessarily her father's fault, because he didn't think they were going to a restaurant. But every time Veronica tries to have alone time with her father, his new woman, if you like, gets in the way. And the opening scene to this, when they're watching Bond, but not in English, I loved it. I thought it was brilliantly executed. And Veronica's reactions were perfect. But I think the scene that made the whole film, or the whole episode rather, was the discussion that Pat and Veronica had the last time he was driving her in his car, which I just thought was so moving and so heartfelt and really sweet. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I definitely think Veronica as a Doll is a very well-rounded episode, a very entertaining episode that definitely has a lot to offer, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it.